So why trade stock options and not just shares? Why trade stock options and not what you could just trade shares like that? You know, some people are like, let's just do that. Well, here's some advantages. When you're trading options, you got easy leverage. You can invest a small amount of money in exchange for a large potential return. That could be because remember I told you when you're doing an options contract, you're working with 100 shares versus if you buy a share, all you're working with is a share. So it could cost more. You buy 10 shares, it costs you 10 shares worth of money, right? So now, for example, the shares of SPY I just showed you were $460. Well, there's options contracts on SPY that cost $46. You know, 10% of that costs 10, 15, 20. So they don't, but you're working with 100 shares and your opportunity to make money is greater because you're leveraging. But just like you can make it, just so you know, you can also lose it. You can also lose the money. When you buy shares, you're only benefiting from one direction, and that is up. So if you're buying shares, you can't benefit if the prices are going down. If you own something that you paid $10 for and it starts going down to 8 and 7 and 6, you're no longer benefiting from the $10 you paid. But if you're working with options, you can do options in you can benefit either direction. You can benefit when things are going up. You can benefit when things are going down. Yeah. Oh, goodness. I don't know what happened there. So that's another one of the reasons why we trade options and not just shares. Then definitely you want to buy shares because you want to be owners. We want to be owners of companies, but we use stock options trading as a way to make money. It's an income generation tool. Some people, there's strategies that we also use where you can acquire shares also as a result of the strategy. But for the most part, when you're trading options, you're trading them for money. Some more advantages of options. It's inexpensive speculation. Options can be used to speculate on the direction of a stock price without needing to own the stock itself. So if you feel like the stock is going to go down, you can trade an option that's going to allow you to benefit from that downward motion. If you feel it's going up, you can benefit from that without going out and buying the stock itself. You can also use options to what they call hedge your bets. Maybe you own shares of something already, but the prices start to go down. So you can make money while the prices are going down. You still own your asset of shares, but you're making money while the options are going down because you did a put spread or put trade that's going to let you benefit from the downward movement of the stock prices. Those are all some advantages to doing options versus shares. But just like there's good stuff, there is not so good stuff, right? The challenges of options, they can be high risk. Leverage increases your risk, makes it easier to lose your entire investment. Just like I said, you could buy options for $40. Of course, you can also buy them for $4,000. And if the trade doesn't go your way, your $4,000 can be, I was going to say up in smoke, but it's not up in smoke, because if you buy it and it doesn't go your way, then guess who gets to keep the money? The seller. The person who sells it keeps the money. So you counteract this by being a seller. Yeah, you counteract this by being a seller. You have short-term exposure, which basically means most options contracts expire in days or months. The cost can add up if your option strategy is not sound. So what we teach is make sure we have good, safer strategies that we can use. So while you're exposed and while your money is exposed, you can be making money versus losing it. Options can require a lot of attention. And many people have and still have day jobs. I mean, Sinead was just talking about, she's a teacher. I'm a teacher too. And by the time I drive from here to work and then do the teaching and then drive home, a good bit of the trading day is over. So if I was putting on trades, I'd have to be mindful of that while I'm trying to drive. And my drive from here to my school is a highway ride. So it's not like I'm stopping at the lights and I'm able to check some charts. I'm driving on the highway the entire, I'm 75 at least. I don't want to talk about how fast I drive. I look down, I realize I'm going a lot faster than I expect. And then I put on my cruise control thinking that's going to help me some. And it helps about this much, because as soon as somebody breaks in front of me, I take off. Now I start using my foot again. I go as fast as I want to go. It's not the way to do it. It's not helping my gas mileage any. Believe me when I tell you. All right. So even though options require a lot of attention, there are strategies that we use that take minimal watching. And as a seller, you can do that because you're not as constrained by time entry or time exit when you're a seller. Those things you're not constrained by those things as much.